Tears for the lives lost and questions remain in the mass shooting that killed 6 people and injured a dozen more in downtown Sacramento.
Let's get to Fox 40's Claudette Stefanian, who is live downtown at 10th and K Street, explaining what we've learned so far, where we stand in this investigation as well. Good morning, Claudette.
Hey, good morning to you, May and Melanie. You know, this has been a difficult last 2 days for people to get through. And, you know, this only happened more than 24 hours ago. And right now we've been able to get a little bit closer to where the heart of the investigation has been happening. Authorities have been saying that this is a complex situation. It's going to take some time to be able to comb through all of this. And I want you guys to take a closer look behind me. You know, we're hearing that light rail service is back up. You can see that the crime tape has finally been brought down, and we're looking at a nightclub. We're looking at restaurants that are just behind that nightclub, just really speaking toward the nightlife that happens over in this area. I mean, we just had a Kings game that unfolded yesterday as well. So just an area packed with restaurants and businesses. Now, witness video captured the mayhem that was unfolding outside, where people can be seen running away from the area as authorities were rushing in to surround the scene. Authorities are now working to track down who did this. They're reaching out to the public, hoping they can turn over video that might help them track down the suspects. Now, authorities were patrolling the area around 2 in the morning when they heard shots ring out.
Officers began to give medical aid, including CPR, to the victims that they found, and at the same time worked to stabilize the scene and learn what they could about the crime.
Now, you might have been able to just see it behind me. We just saw one of those trains pass by, and authorities are looking for at least 2 suspects. Now, one of the things I can tell you is that authorities have stationed a camera, at least 1 camera in this area. They haven't been able to confirm with us if suspects are in that footage, so we're hoping to get confirmation on that. And we are hearing that 2 victims have been released from UC Davis Medical Center. They're telling us that they still have 2 victims that are within their care. They're not providing any details at this time on their conditions. And of course, we're going to keep you posted with the latest details on this shooting. Reporting live from downtown Sacramento, Claudette Stefanian, Fox 40 News.
You mentioned the patients that are at UC Davis. We also know that there are patients at Sutter Hospital, as well as there have been multiple people with injuries, about a dozen. Claudette, thank you for bringing us downtown and showing us exactly where this shooting happened, affecting businesses like Crest Theater and also nightclubs in the area. The Sacramento Police Department is asking anyone with video related to the shooting to send that into the Sacramento Police Department. There's a QR code on your screen, so right now you can take your smartphone, point it at that QR code, and you're going to get a link. We've also posted this image on fox40.com. If you have information regarding the investigation, you can call the police dispatch center as well. That number is right in the middle of your screen. Callers can remain anonymous and may be eligible for a reward up to $1,000. After Sunday's mass shooting, local pastors and community activists came together for a healing circle. Church representatives from across the city met at Mama Mark's Park in Del Paso Heights. The group says they hold these healing circles from time to time and felt compelled to get together and offer their support to the families devastated by the shooting. They're calling on Sacramento to take action while also hoping there's no retaliation.
We're standing together as a evidence of peace, and we're calling for the city to enter into a place of peace, especially with us looking forward to Easter. If we could just have a ceasefire and peace through these next 2 weeks, and let's see what our God can do when we get ourselves into a peaceful place.
These spiritual leaders are urging anyone who may need help getting through tough times to reach out to their local church for support.
Many questions left unanswered for loved ones mourning those killed today, Sunday. Family members waited at the crime scene, waiting to hear any sort of update on the victims involved. 38-year-old Sergio Harris's mother, Pamela, stood for hours there believing Harris was one of the 6 people killed.
It is heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to see what's going on out here, and they're not telling us anything.
After we spoke to Pamela, she found out her son was indeed one of those victims. Her cries of utter grief could be heard as she was given the news. Frank Turner was working security in the Bay Area when he found out his 29-year-old son, Devasia Turner, was among those dead. Devasia and Sergio were cousins, and they were together that night.
I there's nothing to share. I'm just here. I'm brief. That's all. Brief. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can share.
Frank tells us he still has not heard from police that his son was one of those victims.
Governor Gavin Newsom has released a statement saying, sadly, we once again mourn the lives lost and for those injured in yet another horrendous act of violence, gun violence. Jennifer and I send our heartfelt condolences to the family, friends, and to the wider community impacted by this terrible tragedy.
And President Joe Biden also issuing a statement on the shooting, which reads in part, "Today, America once again mourns for another community devastated by gun violence. In a single act in Sacramento, 6 individuals left dead and at least a dozen more injured. Families forever changed, survivors left to heal wounds, both visible and invisible." The president also called on Congress to ban ghost guns, assault weapons, and high-capacity magazines, as well as require background checks for all gun sales.
Congressman Ami Bera responding to Sunday's shooting with a statement that reads in part, while the investigation to this shooting is still ongoing, one thing is clear. It is past time that we take strong actions to combat the growing wave of violence facing Sacramento.